Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, Washington. Delta Dental is on a mission. Our state has a lot to smile about, and we think those smiles should be healthy and bright. That's why we support our Cora Foundation Smilemobile. This dental office on wheels provides checkups and oral health education to communities that need it most. The Smilemobile has reached over 44,000 children and families across Washington. See how the Smilemobile is getting us closer to a 100% cavity-free state at cavityfreewa.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I'm always happy when somebody in the airline industry likes to give us tips.
Oh, good.
Because I fly a lot, and a woman named Kat, she's like, well, hey, man, I've been a flight attendant for 5 years. Let me give you the heads up on something. And so she went on to TikTok, and she revealed what crew members are really doing when they greet passengers on the way to their seats.
Have you ever walked on a plane and saw the flight attendant standing right here greeting you? Or the flight attendants walking up and down the aisle? Well, I'm about to tell you what we're really doing. So when you're walking on the airplane and you see our happy, smiley face, we're actually looking you up and down, and we are trying to find our ABPs. And what that is called is our able-bodied people. So this is people who are going to help us in an emergency.
Oh. Well, why the hell have I never been picked?
Have you had an emergency on a plane?
Good point, Rev. Maybe they were going to use me and I just never needed to.
Well, like a specimen as yourself, of course.
Yes. I mean, I'm a hero. I've done the exit row stuff. Now I want to be ready to help people when crap goes down. Yeah. I don't want crap going down. So you know what? Let's just not have it happen.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
How about no crap?
Yeah, no crap, please.
Yeah, I have been quickly just greeted, and they don't even look at me. So I'm a quick assessment, apparently.
Well, at least you look like you're capable of getting yourself off a plane, so that's good.
Well, even then, I'm wondering, they're really like, yeah, I think they sort of nod and go, have the wheelchair ready. I don't think this guy's going to even make it down the aisle.
I'm a fan of how, like, some people do use TikTok to, like, give the inside scoop behind the scenes of their job. Like, they're giving it, I love secrets. And these are, like, secrets that they're telling us.
I like those secrets. I'm just wondering, like, how the airline feels about that. That's because now I feel like, wow, I'm being judged. I didn't know I was being judged.
Oh, okay.
Because I smile and say, hi, how are you? I start off the process with, hey, I want you to know I'm going to be a friendly person.
Right. See, I'm now going to go in there. I'm going to like maybe get a couple push-ups in, puff out my chest, and be like, I'm ready for whatever you need, flight attendant.
I just think you should show them a wrestling video of you. That's all you got to do. They're going to know you're ready.
This guy's flexible. He's ready to body slam some people.
I'm really good with getting hit with chairs.
Yeah. So if somebody's in that door, it flies off. That's like, all right, this guy can take a door. He should be right in front of the door if it flies off.
I'm your guy. Don't care about concussions. Let's go.
This is also very helpful. Kat, let us know how you can get free drinks.
This is the number one way that you can get a free drink on your next flight. So if you're sitting in your seat and your monitor or air conditioning or something is broken and we can't fix it, we can give you free complimentary drinks to make up for that little mishap. So don't be shy. If something's broken, tell the flight attendant, make sure you're polite about it. Because if you're rude and mean, we're not going to give you a free drink.
Okay,
oh, really?
So if I sit in my seat, I take a hammer to the monitor in front of me, but I'm nice about it. I'll get a free drink.
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
Perfect.
they're just saying, hey, break stuff and get free drinks. All right.
That was a big tip. I didn't know that if you were rude and mean, you wouldn't get free stuff. I didn't know that. I need to stop doing that. And I'm semi being sarcastic, but also really making fun of myself.
Right.
Because I've often thought that being exactly the way I was should get results, and it never has.
There's a funny video. We'd have to try to track it down, but I don't know if you've seen the guy that used to work at an IKEA, and he's done like this, like he's a stand-up comic, I believe, but he just basically is just breaking down all the annoying things that customers used to say to him from, oh, it didn't scan, that must mean it's free. And he's like, you're not the first person today that's even said that. Like, come up with a better joke. It's a pretty funny bit that he did on TikTok about like all the people that annoy him on IKEA, and it's kind of like the same thing. Like, if you're a jerk, I'm not going to be helpful to you.
Yeah, I wish you really could have somehow 40 years ago told me that. And maybe even 30 years ago. All right, hey, maybe even 30 minutes ago. If you really could have told me that, I would have saved me some trouble.
I think my favorite is he's like, oh, the customer's always right. And he's like, yeah, the customer's always right when they come to being a pain in my ass. It's like, this guy he's just had it. He snapped.
Yeah, I know, dude. Retail, I love those people that give us those retail jokes because it's so true. I mean, people just think, hey, I'm the most original. No, yeah, okay, thanks. We got a woman that was charged with a felony for a movie rental that is 21 years overdue. Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Mix Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Puyol for giving us the Mix Report today. A very special day to yours truly. It is National Pretzel Day.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to swing by Annie Ann's and get some of them little pretzel nuggets. Those are fun.
All right, go. You know what? Treat yourself.
Treat myself. I'm going to treat yourself. It's also National Help a Horse Day, and I'm hoping people of Enumclaw and Boeing executives would like you to sit that one out.
Wow.
Horse.
Yes. Help a horse.
Yeah, I thought you were asking us to help a particular type of worker.
Oh, a sex worker?
Yeah.
Well, that's every day, guys. Come on.
Oh, all right. Well, it's, everybody deserves a day.
All right. Let's talk about this woman in Texas who's in trouble. She's being charged with felony embezzlement and is a wanted felon. It's affected her being able to get jobs. And the reason being, she forgot to return a VHS tape that was rented over 2 decades ago.
What?
Apparently, she never returned Sabrina the Teenage Witch on VHS back in 1999. And it's all catching up to her. She doesn't even remember renting it. She thinks someone she was living with rented it. In fact, here she is talking about it.
The first thing she told me was felony embezzlement. So I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Actually, I had lived with a young man. This was over 20 years ago. He had 2 daughters that were 8, 10, 11 years old. And I'm thinking he went and got it and didn't take it back or something. I don't know. I have never watched that show in my entire life. Just not my cup of tea. I mean, I didn't try to deceive anyone over Samantha Teenage Witch.
She should be arrested for not liking Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, she doesn't even know what the show is. So apparently he was able to do it under her name. Well, that's what you get for, just letting everybody have your stuff. But it's very extreme.
The funny part is the video store that they rented it from has not been in existence, out of business since 2008. They did say that they're going to drop the charges, the county, but she's now trying to get it expunged because apparently she feels that she's not been able to get certain jobs because this is showing up on her record. It doesn't say that she failed to return Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It just says that she's got outstanding felony charges.
That is just nuts.
Yeah.
That really is nuts.
Speaking of dropping things, how about the Seattle Kraken? Decided to drop the name of the Seattle Kraken Bar and Grill that they were going to have over that lawsuit. We talked about it last week. It's a crazy lawsuit between them and a punk bar, a dive bar in the U District called not called the Seattle Kraken, called the Kraken Bar and Lounge. And then when they found out that the Seattle Kraken were going to have a bar in their practice facility called the Kraken Bar and Grill, they're like, come on, guys, that's ridiculous. Well, once the Seattle Kraken hockey team found out about all that and realized that they were going to get sued, they're like, you know what, we're changing the name. We pride ourselves on being advocates for the community, especially small businesses, and we will not use the name Kraken Bar and Grill. So they're going to change that up. So happy that can be put aside. And anyone that was out there like writing bad Yelp reviews towards the punk bar, I mean, come on, find something better to do with your day. It was a weird situation, I'm sure, for both parties. I don't know why people need to get involved and try and crap on this business in the process.
Oh, because people just are out of their mind these days, Steve.
Well, you know what? You're not wrong about that.
That's what it is.
I don't know if I don't know if you saw the video. I'm pretty sure you weren't watching the UFC fights over the weekend, PJ. But UFC 261 happened.
What happened?
Oh my gosh, man. Okay, this is not for the faint of heart because, a fighter by the name of Hall. What the hell is his first name? Uriah Hall. He won a fight without even kicking or punching his opponent. He won it because his opponent broke his own leg when kicking him. Chris Weidman. It was a big fight. Everyone was excited to watch this. In the first round, he kicks the Hall's leg, and while he kicks the leg, he snaps his own leg.
Whoa.
And the video is gruesome because he breaks his own leg, and then when he puts his leg down, it just crumbles. It's like shades of what wrestling fans remember Sid Vicious when he... Yeah, it's kind of like that vibe.
He had no idea he did it until he fell backwards.
Right. Talk about adrenaline. You don't even realize that happened.
Floppy leg. Floppy.
So we're like, does that one guy have really strong shins, or does he have really weak ones, or is it a combination of both? Imagine kicking someone so hard you break your own leg.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was vicious, but when you see what Kung Pao did to one of the fighters in Mortal Kombat, I mean, that was even more gruesome.
Well, I mean, nobody was like stabbed with their own frozen blood, so I mean, that's always
but Kung Lao, man, let me tell you, he made good use of his hat. Let's just say that.
Ooh, nice. That was a fun movie.
Yeah, I agree. I really, really liked it. I think it should have got more than whatever it's 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, it's a dumb, fun movie. Let's not get crazy. It's just a silly movie based on a video game. I didn't really walk away from it with anything other than enjoying the ride of pure violence.
It was a great family story. I mean,
My wife was really stoked about it when I put it on.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a father, there's a mother, there's a daughter, and you know what?
Oh, my.
I mean, the power of family really, unlocked that guy's true essence. I mean, come on.
Hey, Mariners. They ended up winning 2, losing 2 against the Red Sox. It wasn't a terrible series. Some good stuff. Some come-from-behind wins on both sides. And Mariners now are off to take on Houston today at 5 p.m. They lost their last game against the Red Sox yesterday, 5-3. Mariners are in second place, and the A's finally lost a game. So there you go. That's what's going on with the Mariners.
Well, the Mariners actually, in my opinion, really outplayed the Red Sox in that series. Even yesterday, too. They were really, really good. They just had a couple of pitchers that could not find the strike zone. The Red Sox didn't do a whole lot, but just let the Mariners walk them at the beginning. But then the Mariners bullpen did what they've been doing the whole series. They shut them down, and the Mariners had a chance to win that game. So
I know.
Yeah, I mean, the Mariners bullpen is just ridiculously good.
How about them Sounders? Big tie, Danny, on Saturday against the LA Football Club. Did they play the senior varsity or the junior varsity team this time around?
They played the full-on LAFC.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. They played the big kids.
Well, their next game is on Sunday. They're taking on the LA Galaxy here at Lumen Field. Are you going to go to it?
No. I wish I could go to it.
Well, there you go.
There's just sold out.
Yeah, it sells to season ticket holders first, and they sell out immediately. So,
well, yeah, because they only have so many seats they can fill.
7,000.
Yep. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow, Danny. I guess you're not you're not in the
You're right. He's not a real fan. He's a poser.
Yeah, I'm not.
I didn't realize this.
Well, to make everyone feel better about that, tonight, go outside, stare into the sky, and enjoy a super moon.
Super moon. What are you going to do, Steve? Are you going to take your shorts off or something? What's the?
Yes. Especially in Puyallup, it's going to be an epic moon.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Drive by my house, I'll moon you. No, what is that? Like later on tonight, I don't know what the hell a super moon really means. I guess it's a fancy moon.
Yeah, it's the fancy moon. I always thought the super moon and the fancy moon were different, but apparently they're the same.
A super moon appears bigger and brighter in the sky because it's slightly closer to Earth.
Hey,
this is going to be the pink super moon. I don't know what that means.
Well, that's naughty.
Wow. That's something about Aerosmith. I think they sang a song about that moon.
I did look outside this morning. I was like, the moon looks cool. So it was a cool moon tonight. Tomorrow is going to be super.
That's exactly what astronomers said, too. I saw some fancy guy say that on TV. Yeah, the moon looks cool, man.
Moon looks cool, dude. All right, weather, 59 degrees. We have some sun later on today. And thank you, Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical, for giving us the Migs Report.
And that is?
Then that's what's up.
There we go.
Oh, damn, Supermoon's throwing me off, guys.
That's what's going on. Yeah, that's what's happening. Boy, we got I don't know how to feel about this next story. I am half digging it and half not digging it. There's a 22-year-old guy. His name is Josh Swain in Lincoln, Nebraska. And last year he sent a message on Facebook to pretty much everyone named Josh he could find in the area to invite them to a Josh fight on Saturday, April 24th, 2021 at noon. The message got a bit of a viral boost, and on Saturday, dozens of Joshes actually showed up to participate in the Josh fight.
Dude, someone made like a meme, and it started really taking off, and I watched the video, I'm like, this is what the internet should be for, to create stupid things like this.
Right.
And most of them wore costumes. They all fought with pool noodles. Here's some audio from the Josh fight.
This is amazing.
Yeah, Joshes don't care about social distancing apparently either.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm like, only a 22-year-old idiot could, in the middle of a pandemic, because he did this a year ago, and in April we were full-fledged. Oh my gosh, what the hell?
Well, he probably thought in a year things will be better
for sure.
Yeah. Well, turns out, and so they all showed up and they did what they did, and hopefully everyone's going to be okay.
The best part is the winner of it all was like a 4-year-old, and they called him Little Josh, and he was trending on my social media, and I thought, oh, that's pretty awesome. This little kid won it. He won a Burger King crown and a wrestling championship title.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. I mean, if you see the look on his face, I mean, the kid's adorable and so happy.
Yeah, he's got like an AEW replica belt and a Burger King crown on.
Crown's a little big for his head, but what are you going to do? He'll have to figure that out.
They didn't do a good job of sizing it for him.
No, they really didn't. I think you can size those crowns, but people are like, whatever.
Yeah, but they are adjustable. It's just a piece of cardboard.
I know. I'm not sure.
It's a face mask.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Finally, someone's wearing a face mask in the Josh fight.
At least there's
finally,
one of them.
there we go. Yeah. And people are interviewing me. Yeah, nobody's ready. Yeah, they're okay.
So that's pretty exciting for him. He could put that on his resume one day. Yeah. Winner of the first inaugural, hopefully one of many, Josh fights.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And what if this kid just keeps showing up every year to the Josh fight, and you get to follow him all these years, and he's just always the champion, the eternal champion.
Do you think it should just be a Josh fight every year? Or should they make a different name every year? So like the Chris fight or the
Frank battle.
Yeah, the Adam fight. I don't know.
The BJ battle.
What?
That's something else.
That happens all the time.
That happens in Vegas.
I gotcha.
Yeah, every year. Actually, every day.
Oh, my.
My favorite part of this is that they show like the screen captures of like the Facebook messages that he was sending to people, and you just see like this slew of people like Josh whatever is leaving the conversation, because you got to imagine your name is Josh and you're like, who put me in a group chat of like thousands of people?
Yeah.
I would leave that conversation too. Yeah, or at least mute it.
But what if there's like a famous Steve in the Steve fight? and you like want to like meet them, like
Steve Carell,
Steve Austin.
Oh,
yeah, like there's a bunch of Steves there.
Steve Garvey,
Steve Urkel,
Steve Largent.
I'm sorry, Steve. But you know what? Steve Garvey's not going to show up because he wasn't your number one pick. You went with Steve Carell. Steve Garvey has always been your number one pick. What happened?
We need the goot.
You know, you're right. I feel the goop. Look,
yeah.
guys. It's Monday.
It's Fry Monday.
It's Fry Monday.
All right, then.
It's the damn supermoon. It's not making me think right.
Wow.
Any other day, Steve Garvey's the first and then Gutenberg. You're right, guys.
Yeah.
Carell, I don't know why.
And then Steve-O.
Whatever.
I feel like he would do pretty well.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. That we have it all together. We've got it down now. We finally figured out who's going to be part of the Steve fight.
But I had someone I had my own that had the same last name try to add me on Facebook, and I had no idea who the hell the guy was. I'm like, what we got to be friends because we have the same last name? This seems ridiculous.
Well, you know, there's a lot. I had somebody just send me something recently, Steve, where your last name, some people think is really, really unique, and therefore you all have to be related. And I just feel like people don't understand other cultures. It's like your name is probably relatively, basic when it comes to other. I mean, it comes to Italians.
Yeah, it's not like the most common, but it's kind of middle of the road.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the folks here, like in the Pacific Northwest, they don't really see a lot of Italian names, so they're just like, oh my God, you have to be related to everybody else with your name.
See, with my name, it's pretty common, so I've gone to Twitter, and I just follow everybody who shares my name. And there's a couple of guys who do some really interesting things, and I just like to I like to imagine that they're just like other dimension me's doing cool things.
But there's a lot of Shays out there as well, Rev. But for some reason, in this part of the country, they don't know what to do with that name. They can't spell it. They've never seen it. And yet Shay is a massively common Irish name. And
because I can think of two other ways that people spell it.
Yeah, and they never, when they see it, they always go, hello, Mr. Shia. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, I get why you would say that because it's SHEA, but the fact that you haven't seen the name Shay in your life, then that's like, all right, well, there you go. Not a lot of Shias out here.
Oh, apparently someone says there's already a name picked out for next year's fight, and it's Nathan.
Oh, Nathan? I don't know any Nathans.
But who's orchestrating this?
Guy.
Oh, it's like
you know the hot dog guy?
Not really. I eat it, though.
Oh. So what does Josh do? Does he pass the torch? Because this was Josh's harebrained scheme. Where does Nathan come into play?
Maybe his brother's name is Nathan.
So
what? He's going to help out by proxy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's probably as simple as that.
A texter had a good idea. They should have a Karen fight.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, my God. Does anybody want to be there?
Or is it the Karens versus the managers? And you get all the managers of any business, and they go head-to-head against all the Karens.
Okay, I would pay to see that.
That would be great.
That would be great. On Friday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What is the main source of food for the bald eagle?
Humans?
No. What the hell?
Jeez. Fish?
Yes.
Oh, not bad. The first guess was
an aggressive guess. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Humans?
But you did come back with the right answer. I didn't think you'd ever get there. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.